Today I have for you guys another unboxing video. And I know you're probably thinking, Mel, you're doing a lot of unboxing videos recently. However, the summer sales have just been truly irresistible to me. But it's also especially exciting because I got this particular item for such a steal of a price. Let me unbox for you guys. My first on this channel, Christian Louboutin. Of course, Louboutin is most known for creating the most coveted and to some basic bitch shoes since they were launched in 1993. They're talked about, aren't they, in just popular culture. They're mentioned in songs, they're featured in music videos, and I feel like as a luxury creator, in this particular community anyway, you're not really a luxury lover if you haven't got a pair of Loubs. I love the red bottom. I think it is super unique. A few of you out there may know that I already have a couple of Christian Louboutin shoes. However, this one is very, very different. It's, first of all, the biggest item that I have, but you're gonna be astounded at how much I actually bought this pair of shoes for. So, without much further delay, let me just get into the box. It's probably worth mentioning I got this from the Harrods boutique, as if I had to mention it for those of you seasoned subscribers out there. You know, Harrods is my favourite store of all time. We've got a few items here going on. This is a first for me, this little card. This says, "Love your red soles. Due to the delicate nature of our red soles, we ask that shoes be tried on carpeted flooring. If not, they may not be suitable for return. Thank you for your understanding." You get these extra heels, which is great. We've got these two red dust bags, iconic, one for each shoe, great for traveling. And now let's go into the pièce de résistance, which is unboxing the actual shoe. Now, you can place your guesses. Obviously, there are so many classic lines of the Louboutin, the So Kate, the Pigalle of which I actually own a pair, love them. They are actually one of the more comfortable Louboutin lines, as you probably know. They're notoriously uncomfortable. However, it is not one of the flagship items. It is, in fact, a very classic pair of, you can see it peek through. I'll just put this down to show you this beautiful pair. These are the Slimini Calf Alley. I'm assuming like alligator or, you know, or croc for the leather embossing in the heel height 85, and it is obviously in black. I got mine in a size 37.5. Let me bring you closer to them. Oh my goodness, aren't they just super, super stunning? Here you have obviously beautiful embossed mock croc or alligator print. And let me just show you the back as well. And obviously you can see the iconic red sole peeping through. These are so pristine, you could eat your dinner off of them. And there's just something about the red sole that is just so sexy and classy as well. I know some people think Louboutins can be trashy because I know that there have been a lot of fakes and they might be associated with trashy people, but I personally love Louboutins. I think they are so sexy when a woman walks away in Louboutins. Let me just fill you in on the details. So as I mentioned before, I frequent Harrods almost on the weekly, I suppose. Recently it's been a lot more because of various events and occasions, whether it be the opening of a new cafe or there's a sale. There was one other element that really made me pull the trigger really on going to Harrods once again. I had a lot of points on my Harrods rewards cards. It's no secret that I'm a black tier card member. That's how much I've spanked on stupid stuff. I'd racked up so many points that I basically had over £300 to spend. So there you go, spoiler alert. So I thought, why not? Let's go to Harrods. So we popped down, got to Louboutin after, you know, maybe an hour or so of just eating and just window shopping. Got to Louboutin, saw a lot of items that are on sale. Well, you know, it's always the ugly stuff that's on sales. This is just a general observation, isn't it, with any sale, regardless of luxury or otherwise. Wasn't really enticed by any of the sale offerings. They were always the garish colours or the weird prints or the insane heel heights where you just cannot walk. And obviously Louboutin is known for having shoes that are notoriously uncomfortable. I can attest to the fact that they are uncomfortable, and I will talk to you about my other shoe experiences, but I really did want an iconic pair of Louboutins that were actually going to be, you know, walkable and somewhat comfortable. You know, I'm not saying I want a you know, like an Adidas superstar style shoe. But of course I wanted something that would look elegant, but also not give me bunions or foot pain, or, you know, I need an amputation in the future. So went and asked the sales associate, do they have any other stock of other shoes, regardless of the sale, to be honest. I don't want to just buy sale stuff just because it has a lower price tag, because in a way that's a waste of money. Basically, my requirements were something walkable, maybe like 85 millimeters or less, something in like a neutral-ish color that can go with any outfit, and to be honest, just something that is comfortable and looks nice, to be honest, because some of their stuff looks a little bit crazy, so no prints. And he was basically like, yeah, you might want to just look through the whole thing because you've basically not narrowed it down that much. And actually what he showed me on the catalogue was a bunch of sale and non-sale items. I saw this, it caught actually my boyfriend's eye first because I asked him to take a look as well. And not that he's a fashionista or anything, but he's getting into it. He's doing his Instagram husband duties well, and I guess everything else is kind of seeping through. Every Harrods visit, you know, subconsciously has an inception moment inside him. So he saw these. They were such a small icon on the sales associate's phone. We clicked on the image, it blew up into all of these side profiles and, you know, close-up shots of the shoe, and he was like, wow, these are great. Noticed that they were on sale. So actually, not all of the sale items, or indeed any good items, are always at the front. They always keep some in the back. So let me just check if they have the original price on here. So they... Oh, this is very, very strange. I don't think they gave me the right receipt, because on my receipt it says Hot Chick Sling AL Rosie Lynn 38.5, without showing too many details, because I think this is someone else's receipt, so I couldn't return this even if I tried. But it's like Hot Chick, and obviously I did not... I know the Hot Chick shoe is a stiletto shoe, so this is wrong, and the shoe size is also wrong, so yay. However, I do believe the original price for this pair of boots was about £965. Luxury shoes are going into the thousands these days. It was always going to happen, but I didn't think this quick, especially, you know, with the cost of living crisis and the high inflation at the moment. It's just going out of control, and it's not like I'm eating shoes, is it? I understand the food because of all the grain and all the stuff that's going on across the world, but shoes, really? I mean, if anything, you need our money. You need us to spend on stupid stuff like shoes. I personally don't think that I will be able to part with that much cash for a pair of shoes that basically touches the ground and loses value every step that you take. Bags, however, I have a very different moral code for, but shoes, yeah, I just don't think I can justify it. So when this was on sale and I saw this new price of, drumroll please, £540, that was a much more palatable price. However, of course, the story does not end there, because your girl is a savvy shopper. Remember how I told you I had so many points on my rewards cards? Well, after we ate out in the Jimmy Choo Cafe, that was actually for free courtesy of my points, so thanks Harrods. Turns out I had £255 worth of points later. Actually, then, if you do a quick mental maths, this pair of shoes, which we retailed, again, for almost £1,000, I actually paid just a meager £285. So that is my big reveal. I will put cutaways and things like that because I know you'll want to see how they're styled. I think this kind of Chelsea boot but stiletto with a kind of Balenciaga knife pump style look is super sexy, elongates the leg perfectly. We've also got a little bit of a wider ankle moment here, which actually I was, you know, a little bit apprehensive of because I like the kind of sock boot style usually, but when I was walking around in them, they actually cut off at a really nice height. They don't squeeze your legs obviously like sausages either. With this 85mm heel, they are a lot more walkable than obviously some of their more popular styles of shoe. I think they'll make an excellent bougie work shoe, and I'll show you actually the two other pairs of Louboutins that I have just for the fun of it. Obviously Louboutin does do other types of shoes outside of just the heels and the crazy 120mm or the crazy platform heels. You name it, they probably have it. And obviously as a woman of fashion but function, I have always been on the search for more practical heel height, and I must admit I've kind of learnt that lesson the hard way in my luxury or just general fashion buying career. So let me show you actually the first pair of Louboutins that I ever got, and luckily these still fit and they're still comfortable, and these are of course the Pigalle in the black, the classic black patent or patent leather, depends, potato, you know. And this is in the heel height, 85 millimeters. So you can see hopefully from here that they are the same. I think one of my first paychecks when I got my corporate high-flying job was on a pair of Louboutins, because your girl was basic back then. These at the time, I think I got them for like £425 many years ago. Now they're, I think, probably in the upwards of the £500 or £600. So it actually does pay to get stuff early. As you can see, these have been worn quite a bit. So we've got the mileage, and obviously the heels are super damaged now. I needed to get them replaced. They have been worn to the ground, but they are very much well loved. They are a staple in my collection, I'm sure a lot of others as well. And they're relatively comfortable compared to probably the worst heel purchase that I've made. One of the worst to date. I can think of others, but for Louboutins anyway, these, I don't even know what you'd call them. I don't know the proper name. I think they're seasonal, but these plexi pumps that are almost like the Jean Vito Rossi plexi pumps, if you know those. But these are only 100 millimeter, and you can see you've got the patent white and black. And I think that looks really classy, but then you have this like plasticky plexi side here. Now I do think these look very stunning on, despite how crazy the print is. And granted, these were actually on sale many years ago, so I think I got these for like £200 or £300. But this turned out to be somewhat of a fail because they're very uncomfortable. In fact, because it's plexi, for some reason, despite the fact that all of these shoes that I get are in a 37.5 European or a size 4.5, these don't seem to fit anymore, and they squish my feet to the point where I feel like one of the ugly sisters in Cinderella. It is just not pleasant at all. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get rid of these, i.e. sell them, because they're too expensive to bin. Obviously, they have not seen that much wear in comparison to my other lubes. And I've learnt my lesson, because also these stilettos, not only are they uncomfortable, but they fall into the cracks of absolutely everything. And that's also one reason why I learnt my lesson the hard way, and I was determined when walking into Louboutin to get something that was a bit more of a sociable height. These aside, obviously, yes, Louboutins on the whole are uncomfortable, but having walked around in the store on these, on the carpet, so, you know, I'm yet to brave the outdoors, of course. They are still untouched, but I have faith that they're going to be very comfortable. I mean, they're even a chunkier heel at the back. They look so killer on. It's just such a boss lady moment with these boots. And honestly, for the price, £285 for a shoe that was £1,000 retail, that is a steal. All of the Chanel, all of the Hermes that I've bought, and all the money I've frittered away has at least yielded some returns, is what I tell myself. So that is the unboxing. I do hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to try and find some use for this comically huge bag. In fact, I could probably fit myself in that bag, which I may do off camera, just because I'm childish. Let me know your thoughts down below on Louboutin, and will you be adding any more Louboutins to your collection? Or are they just super uncomfortable and not worth the money and all that business? Leave your thoughts down below, and I will catch you in my next video.